I normally hate setting up camp in the dark, but there is one benefit. In the morning, you get the surprise of seeing where you are for the first time. I didn't get much time to linger there, but I soaked it in as best I could. Beautiful morning at East something pond. Now everyone's up early. A lot of people are trying to get a food drop tomorrow. You have to meet someone at the exact place at the exact time or they charge you more money, which is fair enough, but it's gonna be hard getting there. There's 30 miles between now and then, and we have to meet them at 11 a.m. So, gotta do some big miles sooner or later. This is the last week. I'm thinking this week is the week that I will reach Mount Katahdin, although I am going to do 80 miles of trail after that I skipped so I could have the Mount Katahdin moment with people I knew. Kind of the end, but not the end. Cherishing every moment as if it is the end though. Well, I've come to my next water crossing after last week's incident. It really doesn't look high, but now I'm just wary, I guess. I guess I could find a way around it, but it's like if you never face your fears, then you never will, you know? So, here we go. It's cold. Shin deep so far, halfway across. Our first sign with Katahdin on it and not an extremely huge number that's just there for fun. Man, and we're entering Gulf Haggis. I think there's Scottish people eating sheep stomachs here. Right, guys? Haggis? Right. Yeah. I think that might be Mount Katahdin. Well, I got out of camp in my fastest time ever, only a half hour. We had to get our resupply drop today. Smoke said he would leave at 6 and power walk and go get it for us because it's possible that they'll charge us if we're not there on time because we would have made him wait. He got a little bit of a late start. That's okay. It happens. I'm just worried, but we'll see. Smoke made it to get our food. Even though he fell in a river, he managed to keep going and get there just in time, so they couldn't charge us for not being there. It feels good. I still wish I had packed more food, but I'll make do with what I have. I'm not going to be as hungry as I thought, and we got a lot of miles done already today, so pretty exciting. We got back on the trail, and Smoke says there's such a cute stealth spot that if we could stop right now, this is the one we should get.
It's really cool. I came to get water here, and I found it, and it's A1.
Let's go. Aww.
And then it's right next to this view. It's a beautiful lake. You can sit here and eat your dinner and supper and just watch the water go by. A1 spot, 100-mile wilderness. You outdid yourself.
Made me a taco.
I made Maddie a taco.
With tuna and Mexican rice, north side.
But that's not all.
Mmm. Mmm.
I knew she'd like it. I told you you'd like
That
it.
is so good. Heck yeah. Since we've been pushing ourselves a lot up until now, we took the morning off and we're sleeping in a little bit. Smoke's out there, so I have the whole shelter to myself. Also, if you hear noises in the background, there's construction going on near here. It's not really as wildernessy as you would think. I don't think. There are still roads. There are still day hikers sometimes, but it's wilderness as in there's no way to get to town easily. A very nice, relaxed morning. Stayed in camp almost till 12. I'm hoping the terrain isn't too hard and I can still get miles in today. It gets dark at like 6:30. Time is limited, unless you're night hiking, but that's really not fun, especially at this point when I've done it so much. Also, this morning we were talking about me and Smoke going back to do those 38 miles we skipped. I found out that the Kennebec River crossing, where you ride a canoe into very close to the town of Caratunk, that was going to be our ending, because that was the last of what we hadn't done. And now the canoe ferry won't be in service by the time we get there. So we're gonna have to skip that part. I'm really bummed. That's like a really unique part of the AT I was looking forward to, and I missed it. It really makes me upset. There's definitely times in the whites I wish we would have pushed on and embraced the suck instead of putting off the suck till later, because now, you know, I just wish we would have pushed harder in the whites and never got behind most of the people that we skipped ahead to catch up to. As much as I'm trying to hurry, I have a feeling this is going to be a significant viewpoint. That's Mama Kay herself, folks. Mount Katahdin. Honestly, looks like a pretty tough climb. I'm nervous for it. What a feeling to be here. As much as I'm dreading the 83 miles, I'm just like, don't think of it. This is going to be a cool landmark in itself. How many other AT Thru hikers have stood exactly where I'm standing, seen that, and known they're so close to being home? Is that a set of stairs?
Yeah.
Smokemaster is gonna be so mad. Smokemaster, you had some choice words to say at Laddergate. How do you feel about these metal stairs here?
They're not natural. I've never seen anything like it. And because the commenters said what they said before, I'm going to go ahead and...
He does not care about erosion. Today is my last day in the 100-mile wilderness. Tomorrow, it's Baxter State Park. The day after that, we're planning to summit. It really hasn't hit me that it's almost about to be my Katahdin moment. One, because it's not really the end for me. I can't breathe a sigh of relief. I don't have to squat down on sore knees anymore. I don't have to have another night tossing and turning. Also, just the fact that we have to hurry through this. The people I'm keeping up with are having a relaxed time. But for me, I don't know. I just have to keep walking all the time. I have to push myself or else I won't make it. I really am bummed that I haven't got to spend a lot of time at shelters with people I know, laughing around the campfire one last time. I haven't got to watch any sunsets. But, you know, now that I've said that and I've gotten it off my chest, I'm not going to think about it anymore. Just trying to soak in what today has to offer and take each moment as it comes.
Little clumsy buddy. Yeah, he's doing good.
Wow. 21.2 miles left before Katahdin. Crazy. Today we were going for 18 miles because we really wanted to catch as many people as we could, hang out with them one more night in the 100-mile wilderness, Baxter, Katahdin. But this shelter is completely empty. I just kind of teared up thinking about the fact that me and Smoke rearranged our thru hike. We missed out on doing it in all the north or south to north order. We missed out on the usual Kennebec ferry. We'll not have that moment of being at Katahdin and knowing we're done. We missed out on stuff because we wanted to hike with people. And I just don't know what happened. They say that AT is a social experience, and it definitely is. Definitely met a lot of good people. I know this is just one not good thing in a series of mostly good things, but it really hurts. Although I do want to add, I'm very, very grateful I have Smoke here on this hike with me. If it was just me and I got to this shelter expecting everyone, or not everyone, but just some people to be here, and it was just me, that'd be even lonelier. But at least we have each other. What'd you write, Smoke?
So this is the last shelter, and I've wrote in almost all the logs, and essentially in this little bit I wrote about the first part about all the people who didn't believe in me, and then the last half I wrote about the people who did believe, who actually did believe that I could do this. And then I went on to a shout out of everyone, kind of like how they signed my hat, and I even individually started naming people, and I had some extra room over here, so I named the Beer and Beautiful Places community. Sometimes when I had some really hard times, I would read, Ranger would read some of her comments, or even I would read them off her phone, and they were really helpful. Thank you for all of you.
Still feeling really upset this morning. Really wish I hadn't have skipped those miles and I would just have done the AT in order, northbound. But we made the most of it. My guess is everyone went to the paid campsite that's by this kiosk where we're supposed to sign up to camp. So I'm just trying to get there as soon as possible, hoping to get a spot too. It doesn't say on far out where this kiosk is that I could find anyway. So every day is a struggle. Finally out of the 100-mile wilderness. So this is the kiosk. It's just after a bridge, just after the Golden Road. You're actually supposed to get here at 7 a.m., not 8 a.m., to try to get your name on this list. We didn't, so we're trying to go to Katahdin Streams Campground. So this is the Birches, which is if you are the first 12 to write your name on a list, you get to camp here. But luckily, we found other people who didn't get in, and we're going to split a campsite at a paid family campground elsewhere in the area. That last evening before Katahdin, I finally got what I had been craving for so long. Just to spend time with those who had been in the thick of it with me.